Get a fam, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gathered here, unfortunately not with that great of news to talk about, man. The title of the video is not a lie. Maryland is going to be increasing the cannabis tax rate come potentially this year, man. Like potentially on July 1st of 2025, Maryland could be increasing their tax rate from 9 to 12%, man. Now, Maryland has been blessed with being one of the lowest, I'm putting that generously in quotations, states with, or one of the lowest tax rates for states with legal cannabis, recreational cannabis. We have 9%. States like Washington, I think, have like 37%. So Governor Wes Moore here in Maryland has decided, he proposed a tax increase to take effect next year. What was that tax increase proposed, you might ask? This man is suggesting that Maryland increase their tax rate from 9% to 15% on recreational adult use cannabis. It's mind-blowing to see something like this happen, and yet not shocking in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think the reaction is going to be from people? Of course people aren't going to be happy about this. It doesn't make any sense to, I guess, randomly introduce this later. I'd love to look up and see what states changed their tax rate on cannabis versus what states have just rocked out with what they did at the beginning. And I'm looking at the article right now. I'm on Cannabis Business Times. Now, I know that might not sound like a legitimate website, but they have a great synopsis. It is also posted. All this information is on the comptroller's website. There is real.gov websites that have all of this information. I'll put everything below so you guys can take a look and see. But the reason that he was looking to do this, or that Maryland is looking to do this, is they're aiming for this $1 billion increase in tax revenue. And this is proposed to be the solution. So again, his original proposal was 15%, so increase from 9 to 15 come, I believe, January 1st, 2026. It seems that the median compromise has been, we're going to go from 9 to 12%, and this is going to take effect like July. I'm seeing July 1st is what this article is telling us. So that's a 33% tax increase from 9 to 12%, man. Like, that is crazy to me that they have no problem randomly reassigning this value in order to fund taxes. They're attributing a lot of this to the in the quotations on this article, the dysfunction and chaos from the current presidential organization. Administration is what the word I was looking for. I don't disagree, but hey, that's not what we're here to talk about, man. What is interesting to me is that it's the people that are going to have to deal with this, man. Like, of course, like, people that are rec patients that aren't comfortable being medical patients. Now, I am. Like, this isn't going to affect me in any way, shape, or form. I've been a medical patient for a while, years. It's been a long time. I've never not been. Since I got my card, I never let it go. Some people don't like it for their different reasons, which a lot of those reasons have ways you just can get around that and not deal with it. I don't know if people are comfortable trying to do that or not, but yeah, man, I would suggest a lot of people should just look into getting their medical card, because this increase is crazy. It's still in the early stages as I'm still looking at the article and rereading everything over and over again. I just don't understand what settled on let's increase it, because 9% was kind of tolerable because it at least matches the alcohol tax, but now it is way above the alcohol tax. And is that above tobacco tax? I don't know what Maryland's tobacco tax is, to be honest with you. I don't buy tobacco products typically. That being said, we do have some tobacco products we're going to be sitting here talking about in a future Travs Dabs video, but that's for the next episode. You're about to come watch that one later. Yeah, apparently because the Maryland government is feeling a deficit and missing some tax money, or missing some money, shocker, they're looking to increase Maryland's cannabis tax. I think people are going to be pissed. I think that a lot of people don't even know about this. I'm hoping that more people see this video and can get to that point of knowledge, because if you don't know and you go to the dispensary one day and you go the next day and your taxes went up 3%, people are going to be pissed. That might sound like medial, but like, that will add up for consumers that are going to use this product a lot. Like, I just don't get it, man. The rules in Maryland, the laws in Maryland around cannabis seem to never make sense. They never seem to maintain consistency. And it just blows my mind. Like, if you're going to just do this over and over again, you might as well, I don't know. Part of me wants to say, why'd you do this at all? Why legalize it at all if you're going to put so many hoops and like shit for people to jump through and like continue to raise prices and make people like pay more out of pocket than they should be? And it just makes me want to tell people, get their card, man. Like, you might as well get your card. It's just, again, like they're attributing all this revenue from Maryland Cannabis, millions of dollars, and they're hungry for more. That's no surprise. 100 dispensaries, says, so each of them will also have to pay higher taxes each year. So because they're facing an additional $270,000 in taxes, you could see higher prices in the dispensaries too, let alone higher tax rates. So the companies are going to have to pay more, which means the consumers have to pay more. And the consumers are already being pushed to pay more because of the tax rate, which then might make the company pay more, which then will make the consumer pay more. Like, oh, it's this infinite loop of just making smokers pay more money, man. It just doesn't track, and it doesn't make sense. Listen, I went to school for business and economics. I got degrees in those things, but that don't mean I know what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert, man. I do what I do. You know who Travs Dabs is. I'm not an economist. It just seems like the excuses that are being put forward, it feels like some money can come from somewhere else within that government that doesn't need to come out of the pockets of the actual potential patients or people that I consider patients, regardless of rec status, regardless of how you buy. I think you're still a cannabis patient, man. I think you're still somebody that medically uses cannabis for your purposes, whatever that may be, whether that be fun. I'm telling you that fun has a medical purpose. Even if you don't have a word behind it, whatever, it doesn't matter. I think that's the case. And it just seems like, again, you're going to continue to push this over and over and over again. In 2022, when they put the 9% tax in, like, I didn't see increases coming, and that's dumb on my part, obviously. I really should have thought ahead more on that, because it just, again, man, it's Maryland being hungry. I think people need to just make sure you vote properly for your purposes and to get things better for people, because this continuation on hiking up prices and hiking up taxes is going to just drive people back to the black market. It's going to get people growing their own, which, hey, I recommend follow the grow series we've been doing with the new tent upstairs. It's going to get people processing their own. It's going to get people getting shit shipped in. It's going to get people ordering more stuff, THCA junk online, going to the smoke shops and buying stuff that might not be tested or vetted. I'm saying not every shop, but there's a lot of shops that might not be the best place to go shop at. And the more you make people pay at the rec market, the more they're gonna just fall back to their old ways, man. Hit up the plug. Fam, what do you think about this? 9% to 12%. That's a 33% increase in tax rate. Seems greedy, Maryland. I don't know what you're up to, but you better knock it off, Westmore. It's not cool. It's not cool. And we don't appreciate it. Fam, drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Am I missing something? Is this going to have a greater good than I'm just not smart enough to realize? Or is this just another tax increase like always? Hit that like button, subscribe. Stay tuned. Try to keep you up to date on every piece of information that comes out. Fam, I appreciate you being here to the very end. And I'll catch you in the next video on Travs Dabs channel. Knock it off, Maryland. Peace.